Hello and welcome to my launch of Horror Theme Week. For each day until Halloween, I'm going to be uploading a horror-themed video game, and in this first installment, the game is Akumajou Dracula, otherwise known as Castlevania 1. I talked about this game ages ago on my channel, and so you can check out my two-part video review that I did several years ago by checking the video description down below, or click the annotation right here to take you to part 1 of that. So Akumajou Dracula is a little bit different than Castlevania in that it offers an easy mode. The easy mode is basically reads as a possible mode for the original Castlevania. This game is really hard, and it's really hard for a number of reasons. For one thing, when enemies hit you, they take off a massive amount of your health bar. And you also have a recoil in Castlevania where when enemies hit you, you get sent flying backwards. And sometimes if you're on, if there are pits around you, you can be sent into pits, and it's just not fair. So the easy mode for Akumajou Dracula, which was released in 1993 as a Famicom cartridge, offers this mode that makes the game far more playable and just more fun to play because it's not so difficult. So I love the original Castlevania. This is one of my favorite games of all time. It's got such great design in it if you think about it. Most of the colors in the game are green, most of the colors are orange, and the colors that complement it are green and blue. And you'll see that these three colors, green, orange, and blue, are used throughout the entire game, and they give the entire experience a very unique and very authentic experience that's just you can't find in other games. Konami really did understand, what color combinations would result in the best feeling of a horror-themed game. The music for this game is legendarily awesome. Was composed by a woman. I'm blanking on her name at the moment. But man, it's just some of the best music in all of gaming history. It's just a testament to how well the NES was able to produce, just simple tunes. But some of these tunes were just so timeless that they'll forever be in our collective lexicon of game music. Everyone will always remember Vampire Killer from the original Castlevania. Even the boss theme, which is the simple repeating notes back and forth, is really good. So wait for the boss to swoop in. Use the time stopper or the stopwatch. And that's it. Unfortunately, because the Famicom cartridge version of the game was released very late in the Famicom's life, it is very rare to find, and when you do find it, it's going to command a hefty price. This is not Castlevania, which is going to be, worth, like, I don't know, $6 or $8, but the Japanese Famicom version is still going to be over $100, and, that sucks, but there's not much you can do about it. This is an amazing game, and it's by far the best version of Castlevania, so, if you want to play the best, then you gotta pay it, I guess. But just note the level design of this stage. Note the colors that are used. You have the blues, you have the oranges, and you have the reds. And these colors are used throughout the entire game and give it, just this spooky atmosphere that's very Halloween-esque, and, I just love the way it looks. If Castlevania was remade on a modern platform, I think that they'd go for, very, I don't know, dark and broody colors that make it look like another first-person shooter, these days, with lots of grays and lots of browns. But I think that Castlevania works because of its limited color palette. This is something that, works because of the limitations, not despite of them. You gotta be careful here with these spike things that keep coming down. Castlevania is a product of its time, and, you know, I think that if this game were remade these days, the control would be updated, and, you know, maybe that would be a good thing, but there's certain things you gotta keep in mind about the controls in Castlevania, where when you jump, you're dedicated to your jump. There's no turning back. It's not like Mega Man. Alright, so we made it to the boss, and now we're gonna kill the Medusa very easily with the time stopper again. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about the original Castlevania or Akumajou Dracula, feel free to leave those in the comment section down below, and tune in tomorrow for another horror-themed game. So until Halloween guys, take care.